I'm going to call the meeting to order, and it is 5:01 p.m. And my name's Ravian Videos Marias, and in attendance we have Maria M. And then Judy Williams is absent for now.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, so I just had a question because I'm looking at the agenda, and I can share screen before I move.
I actually have it print in front of me, so
okay,
that's fine for now. If Judy joins us and needs it, that's different. But
okay, and so the first item for business is the approval of the December 13, 2021 Personnel Committee meeting minutes. And so I looked at it and I thought it was fine. Do we have to add? I know you had in your email that we need to, or you asked if we needed to put the times in. You asked if we needed to put the times in from close to open.
I believe we do, and I got those times from Jennifer. We went into closed session at 5:35. Came out at 6:26.
Okay. Okay.
Also, that we probably need to ask. And Judy, are you on fully?
I'm on.
Hey. Okay. So when we went into closed session, I don't know if you got my copy of the minutes. I did not specifically copy that whole entire statement that says, the board may enter closed session pursuant to Wisconsin state statute. I did not note that in the minutes. I just said we voted to go into closed session. Do you think we should amend the minutes?
I would. I don't think there's any downside to doing it, and that way there's no issue.
Gotcha. Okay, then I would move. Oh, did you have any other?
Did we figure out the timing of when we went in and out?
Yes,
okay.
I added that already. 5:35 and 6:26.
Okay.
Okay.
So then I will move to accept the minutes with those two changes in them.
And I'll second it.
Okay.
And then all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And then the motion carries.
Yep. All right.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So next item for business is discussion of the updated library director job description. So is that when we go into closed meeting too, or no?
No, because it's not specific to her performance.
Okay, all right. So next item again is discussion of her updated library direction. So I looked at her old one and looked at the new one, and I needed to highlight what were the changes because I couldn't figure out what was different. And so she did make quite a few new changes, and so I was able to see that. This is my general comment. I just feel like it's very like it could be more concise is probably what I would say. Like I just feel like there's just a lot of information that doesn't need to be that detailed or just like repetitive, but that's just my opinion. So
and I felt like between the old and the new, she eliminated a lot of the redundancy. But I agree with you also, like maybe it could go even further. But if this is as far as she gets for now, maybe look at other libraries and what their director job descriptions look at. I suspect that she maybe looked at some other ones. I don't really know how she developed hers off of the old one.
My 2 cents is that we should ask her for some job descriptions from other libraries. And I think this is something where we can make a recommendation to the board, but I do think we need to have the board aware of what we're recommending. Was that the plan, that we were going to present it to the board for discussion?
Yes, I told the board that we were going to work on it or look at it tonight so we could present it to them at next meeting. But if we want her to do further work on it, we don't have to present it to the board. I would rather we wait to get it in a, give her time to get it in a form that is appropriate or that we like, and maybe that is appropriate or that we like, and maybe that's going to take longer than, just a few weeks before our next board meeting if she has to gather other documentation from other libraries. I don't really know.
Well, I would have hoped that she would have done that already.
Right.
Putting this together.
Right.
I hope she does that, but I'm not sure what she did, just because this took her a while to get anyways. And so I can ask her. I'll ask her, and then I can let you know if it looks like we can have that discussion at maybe in February at the next board, all board. I don't, because maybe she didn't do that and she just created it on her own, and then she's going to need to go back.
Or created it off the old one. I guess my concern would be if we ask her to redo it and we don't have time to look at it before the January meeting, then I guess I'd rather our committee to have something that we have looked at and can present to them as kind of a final thing, not as really, open for too much discussion, I guess.
Yeah, I would like to see what other ones, and I also think it'd be helpful to know like what the city has, like an example of somebody from the city, because this is way long, and I'm not sure like why some of it is in there.
Right.
I don't know if it's like required by the city, like supervision received, mathematical skills. Like I don't know why is that in there? It'd be helpful to know, is this something because it was based on a city template and we have to have it in here?
I asked her about that math thing. I'm like, oh my goodness, what the heck? And she had an answer for me. I can't remember what it was, but she did have an answer for me.
Well, I just don't know why it's separate. I mean,
for me.
I just don't know why it's separate. I mean, why is it called out separately?
Right.
I can follow up with her. I can get so actually when we meet with her on Thursday, this is something that we can bring up and try to get more information.
That's a good idea. Yep.
Okay.
I wondered if there was a way, I know it sounds like she's already reduced this, but 4 pages is quite lengthy. I was just wondering if there was ways to like potentially condense some of these duties, like instead of having like multiple lines, like is there a way to, like the ability to plan, organize, coordinate, all that stuff. Like this is coordinate, all that stuff. Like this, is there a way to like come up with just some more generic language?
Like everything doesn't need to be spelled out like that, which is what I was saying. Like it just needs to be more concise. Like
maybe we could condense some of it, like essential duties and responsibilities, related to the library board, related to the physical plant, related to the staff, and then just have related to, I don't know. I
mean, this is like, it's just like a long sort of list thrown together. I like what you're saying, Marie, about like trying to organize it in some fashion.
Right. If she could condense her job into like 4 main areas, or some, I don't know. Yeah. Well, we'll talk to her on Thursday, right?
Yep.
But that's good feedback, Judy, as far as what are some of the things we could talk to her about. I would just, she's got in here issues written in oral instructions, assigns duties and examines work for exactness, neatness, and adherence to policies and procedures, maintains harmony among workers, and resolves grievances. Couldn't we just like put that in like supervises employees? Right. I know. And where are you seeing that?
Well, that's like, it's in the first page and it's like, I don't know, like almost halfway down. One of them starts with issues and the other one starts with maintains harmony.
Is that on the old one or the new one?
I thought that was on the new one.
So where is it again?
Yeah, no wonder it's so long for me. Where's the new one?
The new one is 4 pages too, and it was in a.
Oh, I only have 3 pages. Wait. Oh, maybe I missed one.
So the new one was in it was in one of the board meetings, so it was combined into that. But
it's the board meeting thing? Okay, hold on.
And it was as a PDF.
Well, that's not very helpful for us either.
Right. I had to grab it today and move it into a Word document for myself to be able to look at it. I can send it to you guys right now if you want to see it that way.
Yeah, I actually have.
Now, if you want to see it that way.
Yeah, I actually have it. Do you have it? Can you, well.
Oh yeah, I'll just share a screen, okay?
Share screen.
Yeah, because it just was hard for me to look at it the way it was. And so.
Why am I not? Yeah, because I'm not even finding it in the board packet. Okay, here.
Okay, so this was what she had, and it was a PDF.
Yeah,
and
it was not in the board packet, Judy, because we did not.
Not this past one, but the one before, the one I attended. I think it was in November, and so I grabbed it from there. And so, anyways, it's the one that she had. And in the yellow is what she added in, and she deleted some stuff too, but she kept a lot. I'm just scrolling so you can see kind of what the setup was.
I've got the November packet, so hopefully I'll be able to find it here.
I think it was, yeah. I don't have my, I don't have my packet in front of me here.
Can you guys see my screen or no?
Yeah, we can see it. I can see it. Okay. Yeah, I'm not even seeing it in that November packet though.
You know, it was.
I also emailed it at our last meeting, like that big last one too.
On like the 13th of December.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. But it was also like in a group of meeting minutes in that one instead. Right. Here, I'll just email it so you both have it this way, because I just had a hard time looking at it the way it was set up.
Okay.
It's coming from my PIT emails because that's what I have available right now. So, okay. Maria. Sorry, it's going to take me a minute because I don't normally email you guys from this. Maria, Judy, can you tell me your email real quick?
Oh, Judy, Judi. IAMS. QUARLES.com.
Okay, I'm just going to repeat. Judith.williams@QUARLES.com, correct?
It's Judy, not Judith. JUDI.
Oh.
Okay. Otherwise, everybody would be calling me Judith. I hate that.
Noted.
Okay, I'm still waiting.
Sorry.
No, it's there. So can you just, while I'm waiting, Rebian, can you just go up a little bit higher? I just want to see what her essential functions are.
Essential duties and.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know,
essential functions. That was up here.
Oh God, this is so long.
Okay, I just sent it to you guys. Maria, you had a Yahoo, right?
Yeah, it's imp.maria at Yahoo.
Oh, I put Maria.m.
Oh,
okay, I'll redo yours.
Well, hold on, let me.
No, I can resend yours. But Judy, did you get yours?
Not yet, but that's not unusual. It takes usually a little bit to get to our system.
Yeah, mine's imp.maria@yahoo.com.
Okay, I'll resend yours, Maria. And then Judy, you want me to try to send it to your Hotmail one?
Oh, yeah, or you could do that. It's fine. Otherwise,
is that the same setup, Judy?
It's Jay Kalak. That's my different last name. JKILLACK.
All right, spell it real slow. JK.
ILL. ACK.
At
hotmail.com. Ways this could be more concise. Right. I mean, works closely with the mayor, the city administrator, all their persons, and works closely with third-party constituents, right?
Right, or with city personnel.
or something like, I don't think it needs to be that long.
Right.
And, it's to be that long.
Right.
And, manages and supervises library operations to achieve goals within available resources. Doesn't that encompass reviewing program areas? I mean, you could say manages and supervises library operations, including program areas.
Right.
Judy, like you were saying, maybe this is something she got as a template from the city, and maybe these look like the city ones. I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know, but I think there's just, it's so, like, it does not have to be this specific. And in fact, having it this specific concerns me a little bit, because that's on here.
Right.
That's not a duty, right? Like, working with the library board on strategic planning and implementation of same. I mean, it doesn't have to say multi-year strategic planning and then creating actual annual action plans in alignment with the goals. I mean, she just was working with us on strategic planning and implementing the same. So I was working with us on strategic planning and implementing the same. So I worry a little bit about being so specific.
Mm-hmm. And what happens when our strategic plan technically expires in a couple of years, and then we're kind of sort of without one? Are we going to continue to do that? And is planning a better wording or so what she can just condense? And
well, I guess the question I have is, should she be doing it or should we be doing it? Because I don't know if, this is what she's given to us. I just don't know if this is within the wheelhouse of what we want her to be working on.
Maybe
I hear what you're saying, Judy, but I can just hear, Maria, I can hear Judy Miller telling us, why are we telling her what to do? That's our role.
I know. Right. And I understand that, but at the same time, this is what we got, right? And can we take what she's given us and make these broader? Mm-hmm. I mean, we could try to give her direction that these need to be broader, that these are very specific and they need to be condensed and broader. I get that back from her. And if what we get back is going to be what we're asking for.
Well, and that's a good question too. I mean, with other libraries, who is writing the director's job descriptions at other libraries? Is it the boards that ultimately do that actually write the job descriptions? Or is it the directors, or is it the directors themselves?
Look, what I would almost like to do, and I'm not sure what your availability is. When are we having our retreat? Is it January 15th? And it's going to
something like that, I think.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
Is it from like 9 to noon or something?
Yeah.
So I would almost be inclined to try to get from her copies, the information about what the other libraries are doing and the city template or whatever the city uses as their job description. And then for us to meet either before or right after that for like half an hour and just go through and like work on revisions to these, where we sit down together.
I don't think that's a difficult thing to do. I would imagine this would be public documents. Aren't job descriptions for cities, public documents. And so for her to collect a few of them and bring them to the meeting or get them to us, I think is doable within the next 2 weeks.
I think we can definitely ask her. I just feel like most things I've asked her for, it just doesn't happen that quickly. And so, yes, we can ask her to have that available to us. And then hopefully, we'll get it before then, and hopefully before that Friday, so we can actually look at it before we actually need to
right.
Be able to.
Right. Yeah. Why don't you send her an email on that? Because if we wait till Thursday to talk to her about it, it'll
just even be longer until we get it.
Extra couple days here.
Okay. All right. So did you guys get my email or no?
Oh, well, I have the hard copy in front of me. I wasn't looking.
Oh, you did have it. Okay.
I did.
I got it. But okay. I did get it. I did get
it. Let me see. Define what I was looking at.
I got it.
Okay. So this was this business topic was to discuss this, and so basically what we're going to be doing is asking her for to get us documentation on what other libraries have as their own template, and is this that job description template looks like too. And hopefully she can give us all this a few days before the 15th, and so then we can meet to talk about it then. And then if we are meeting, is that like something like I have to officially write like that we have an open meeting for the personnel committee?
Oh, I suppose if
An open meeting for the personnel committee.
Oh, I suppose if we're technically having a meeting to look at this, we probably need to post.
Yeah, but we're gonna have to post it as a meeting.
Yeah,
Okay, so I will.
because I believe the retreat is posted as a meeting, correct?
Yeah.
As a meeting, correct?
Yeah, it is.
But we should have this posted as a separate meeting.
Okay,
You know,
so
if we're gonna, I mean, I do know that we're starting, and I don't have that in front of me, earlier than 9, the day of the retreat. They wanted to start really early, which is fine, or after.
I would prefer earlier. I just feel like after each of those retreats, I feel like I don't want to do any more of that.
Yeah.
Like I need a break.
Okay.
I'm fine doing earlier.
Okay.
So I have on my thing 8 a.m. for the retreat, or is that not?
Wow, really?
I don't know if that's correct though. Is that
I'm gonna pull up the email if I can find it.
okay? I'm gonna look through the emails too, because maybe I didn't catch that correct.
8 to
Okay.
11.
You had
8 to
Okay.
11.
you had 8 to 11 too.
Yeah, that's what her email says.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, is the library even open way before that time?
Well, I mean, it's not even open till what, she just opens it up. So someone would have to be there to open it up for us, some employee.
Oh,
I don't,
Well,
so,
assuming she can come. Are we gonna have a
Oh.
COVID issue if she's positive for COVID?
but did they
It'll be
show
okay.
the days?
10 days. She'll be okay. It'll be 10. Okay, it'll be 10 days. So she'll be
Right.
okay. Hopefully nobody else gets COVID.
Yeah. Okay.
well,
So
should we shoot for 7:15 or 7, or, but again, we'd have to make sure she would be there or
someone
someone.
to open it. I mean, I guess we can do it afterwards. I just don't feel like we're gonna have the patience to look at it.
I'm just thinking about doing it. By the way, the retreat's going to be in person, right?
Mhm.
Okay. And the reason I'm saying that is I think it'd be good for us to all be in the same room together, like
Get it done.
looking up to get it done versus being on the phone.
Yeah.
I agree.
Um.
Why don't you
If-
ask her in that email if she's able to be at the library by 7 or 7:15 before the retreat? Oh, she's gonna be running around picking up food and coffee.
Well, that's what I was a little worried about.
Is it usually? I don't know. The last few retreats, it's been like other people there though, right? Like, and they can let us in, or no? It's always her. I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll just ask her. Can we get in the library at 7:15 or whatever it is that she'll be willing to do?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Maybe she could come up. Well, no, she can't. We can't be there, I suppose, if an employee's not there.
Oh, really?
I would assume not.
I don't know if she lets us in, and then she goes do
We're
what she
board
needs to
members,
do.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll ask her. I'll let you guys know. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So we're not approving these. We still need to do some work, and so we're gonna move on to the next topic then. Okay. Okay. All right. So this is where this is where we asked to go into closed meeting.
Yeah, why don't you just read that statement?
Oh, okay. So the board may enter closed session pursuant to Wisconsin statute section 19.851C to consider employment, promotion, compensation, exercises, responsibility. The committees will then reconvene into open session to continue the agenda and take action on topics discussed in closed session. And so I'm requesting for us to go into closed session right now at 5:26 p.m.
I will second that motion.
Okay, and all that approve, say aye.
Well, don't
think
we
you
have
have
to
to
do
do-
roll call? Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Oh, now I do roll call. Okay, all right.
I
So I'm present. Raven Diaz, Maria M.
think you have to say aye that you want to go into closed session.
I thought I
Aye.
just said that.
Oh, I thought you said you're present.
I said that before, though, right?
Oh, I don't know. I'm confused.
Okay, so I'll back up. So before I asked, does everyone approve to go into closed session?
You have to roll call our responses to that question.
Oh, okay. So for myself, aye. So Maria
Aye.
and then Judy Williams.
Aye.
Oh, I just didn't know that's how you do it. Okay, all right, thank you. All right, so at 5:27, we are going to close session. So at 5:27, we are going to close session.
And you may stop the recording.
Yes, thank you for reminding me to do that. All right, so we've come out of closed session, and then our next item for business is future meetings. And so we are thinking we want a meeting on the 15th, that Saturday at 7:15 or 7, depending on what she is able to do for us on that Saturday, but it'll be in person. Is that correct? Okay. All right. Anything else we needed to bring up before we adjourn? Okay,
No, then
I'll second it. And it is 5:41. We are adjourning.